Today I was going to go ahead and schedule out my content to be posted for Hunter x Hunter on YouTube because I wanted to talk about all the spiritual stuff that is involved in Hunter x Hunter. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to continue finishing that video because a lot of other stuff has been going on. And I'm going to postpone that video until next Friday. The reason why is because I feel like there's something else that needs to be talked about that's more important than that video. I posted a video on YouTube and it was a short. The short made it all the way up to 1.4K, which I thought it was amazing. It made 1.4K in 20 minutes. I was like, okay, cool. I'll come back in an hour. I'll check where the numbers are because, you know, I'm a social media manager. If you guys don't know, I talk about that often on my YouTube. I study social media. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for so many years. I've had so many pages. I really started studying social media around 2014. So that lets you know how long I've been doing this, okay? But I've had my first Instagram page 2012. So, you know, I kind of was grasping how social media was working. And then 2014, I was like, okay, bet I kind of got the concept. I'm finna lock in. Going back to this YouTube story. So I posted the video. I come back an hour later and it dropped. It dropped from 1.4 to 1.2. Now in my head, I'm thinking, am I tripping? Because I literally just saw this at 1.4K and my boyfriend seen it too. I had other things going on, so I just dismissed it. I was like, I'll come back in an hour. I come back in an hour. We then went from 1.2, now we're at 1.1. Something in my head said, screenshot it. Screenshot it right now. So I screenshotted where it was at 1.1 because something in my soul told me that it was going to keep declining. So I screenshotted, which I will be posting. I'll put it right here so y'all can see. So then I come back 30 minutes later and now it's at 1K. I'm trying to figure out why was my video going down from, why did it start at 1.4 and then decline all the way to 1K? That was weird. So then something said, okay, if it declines again, screenshot it because it might go all the way to 900. Now, an hour goes by, it's still stuck at 1K, which I find that to be weird. I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Another hour goes by and I go back to see and it went back up to 1.1K. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it might go back up. Maybe it was just a glitch in the system. It never, ever went back up to 1.4K. Currently, right now, the video is still at 1.1K. It did not go back up to 1.4K. And I was like, why is it every time that I make a platform or I go hard on a platform, it seems like somebody is intentionally doing something to my page? Now, y'all probably thinking, oh, it was the data breach. All right, bet. Here's some more information. So it wasn't just that. I've been constantly posting shorts every day. And also YouTube is having this, it's called Summer on Shorts, right? When we post in Summer on Shorts for 12 days. And I've been consistent at that. Now, almost when I started doing Summer on Shorts, everything was going well. I'm getting I've gotten 27K views, never gotten 27K views on my shorts before. I'm getting 11K views, my numbers are doing well. Then all of a sudden I post a video and talking about voice acting. Now, main reason why people follow me on YouTube is because I talk about voice acting in anime. So when I posted myself doing an actual voiceover, I'm doing voiceover or talking about voiceover content, the video doesn't perform well. I think it's still under 200. And I thought that was weird. So then I posted another video of me doing a voiceover for Bumblebee. Mind you, both of these videos performed well, not only on TikTok, but also on Instagram. But why isn't it performing well on YouTube? While my other videos before that it wasn't until I started being consistent where they're not performing well. So now the Bumblebee video was stuck at 80 views. Just recently, it's gone up to 400. I do think that there is content creators and influencers paying people that work at Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok under the table to get their content pushed out while they're also paying them to get other people's content suppressed. I already know who's doing it. You see this necklace right here? This is a pendulum. This is how I talk to my spirit guides. This is how I talk to my ancestors. How you feel. I don't care if, they're demonic, they're this, they're that. I don't care how you feel. I've already spoken to my creator, which is the Most High's, and everything's been confirmed. I know who's doing it, and I won't say her name, but it will come out, and I know you doing it. I know you're doing it. I know you've been paying people under the table to get my content suppressed. You've been doing this since I had my last Instagram, which I had 184,000 on, because what happened on that Instagram was I was getting celebrities was noticing me. I don't care about the celebrities. This is not what this is about. It's about my money. It's about the opportunities, and you got in the way of that. I was getting people were setting me to the side for jobs, like voice acting jobs. People wanted me to do it in Japanese, and people wanted me to do it in English. And I had so many opportunities, and my videos was doing so well. They were all the way up to, I'm telling you, 2 million, 3 million. I was doing so good. And then all of a sudden, everything stops, and my followers are declining. And now my views are declining. How do you go from getting over 200,000, 500,000 views to now I'm getting 5,000 views to 2K views? And there were people on my Instagram saying, I have not seen your face in a long time. You do not pop up on my timeline anymore, which I find that to be weird. And now a few people that makes sense, because Instagram doesn't put everybody on your timeline. But how do I even have 180,000 followers and only 2,000 views on a video? Now that number doesn't add up at all. And y'all not even trying to be slick with it. Y'all don't care to be slick with it. That's why y'all about to get caught. Every single one of y'all that is accepting money from content creators and influencers, y'all finna get caught. Don't mind the pillow, okay? I needed some light on this side. It was a little dark, okay? But y'all finna get caught. I know you, the girl that's been suppressing my page, that's been paying for somebody to suppress my page, I know you paid somebody to do it, and I know that is you. And you got my page shadow banned on Instagram. That's why I had to shut it down. Everybody that's been following me, we all have been trying to investigate to see why would I be shadow banned for no reason, because there was nothing that I did wrong. I never posted nasty content. I never cussed. I never did anything that was outside of Instagram guidelines. And now you're trying to do the same thing to me on YouTube, and I know I'm not the only one. There's other people out there, and y'all need to start speaking up. You need to let the people know that, hey, I am one of the people that my content was doing good, and I didn't went from going from 500,000 views to now I'm at 2K views or 1K views on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, whatever platform that you use. You need to let them know this is unfair. How come they get to pay under the table and cheat, because that's cheating, to get their content pushed out, but we over here struggling to get ours seen because they're paying to get our stuff suppressed? This is how we make money. We're all moving into the world of where everybody's making money off of the internet now. And for those that's finna say, well, get you a real job. I do have a real job. So now what? But hey, YouTube pays. Well, if I can make a little money off of YouTube because people like what I got to give them, then why should I be blocked? If they get to cheat, how come we all can't cheat? And I find that to be unfair. YouTube, Instagram, y'all better get on it. TikTok, YouTube, because I know y'all accepting money under the table from these influencers. It was a girl, she posted her first video on TikTok, and her been booming. She got now it makes sense for her video to go viral because usually your first video does well, performs well. But why is she almost touching 1 million followers? That doesn't make sense to me, and y'all not being slick with it. So I wanted to make this video, and I hope that this video reaches the right audience. If you feel like, hey, my numbers ain't been doing that, then you're not the one that has been targeted. But there are influencers and content creators getting targeted by other influencers and content creators, and they're paying people under the table, those people that work for these platforms. That's why y'all finna get replaced by AI. I wanted to get that video out there. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment and share. Please get the message out because I'm tired. I have to start all over. I don't know how many times. Fix it, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.